Hi, beautifuls, Neiman Hao, and welcome back to Ignite Your Power, the Kathy Mou Podcast. Today's episode is going to be special because I really wanted to dive into a topic that has truly changed my life. And after my miscarriage recently that I had, I think 3 weeks ago now. Wow, I can't believe it's been 3 weeks exactly that I've had the miscarriage and the DNC procedure. And since then, I've been trying to quantum leap my reality, meaning, if you don't know what quantum leaping is, it's changing or shifting your world into something more aligned with who you truly are and or what you truly want. So, in the spirituality world, I guess there's realities where each are all parallel within each other. So, there's a lot of infinite bad or good realities that you live in, right? And so if you wanted to quantum leap to a and shift a different reality, like a reality that you really want, then you're going to have to change your mindset. And that's what I noticed and truly started understanding. Like, yes, I've been learning and trying to grasp certain concepts, but there will be one day where, boom, finally it clicks. And then finally, after my miscarriage, it's been clicking for me because I lost a baby and I was like, whoa, what more can I lose? And I know I've been having so many blocks in my life because of my mind shift and my mindset. It's so wild. Even though I've been saying, oh, yes, 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 I have to do all of this or all of these things, right? We can say it, but we don't truly believe or feel it within ourselves. And, you know, through manifestation, etc., and energy, your energy knows. Like your higher source knows, your higher self knows, right? And so this topic is super powerful for me, so I wanted to share it with you guys. And again, I always share something that is super helpful for me and whatever I see in my life. I want to share it with you guys so you guys can apply it and hopefully this can help you in your life so you can quantum leap and shift your mindset to make and get the life that you truly desire or want and deserve. So, literally, this episode is going to be special because I'm going to tap into this. So one thing that really has allowed me to quantum leap my reality to shift my world into something more aligned with who I truly am is about, again, overcoming limiting beliefs and how it has shaped my mindset and the power of working through deep-rooted traumas to finally live in alignment with my true desires and my true self. So I want you guys to go grab your journal or go get a cup of warm water with lemon, get comfy, and let's just get started to this topic because, man, this is a good one. So, to start, I want to break down what limiting beliefs are. Essentially, they are the stories we tell ourselves that hold us back from stepping into our full potential. These beliefs are often deeply ingrained and can come from childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or even past traumas. Think about those moments when you've said to yourself, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve this. Those thoughts create barriers and they affect the way we view the world. Limiting beliefs act like a filter. They shape how you see opportunities, how you interact with others, and ultimately how you show up in your life. And I always say this, right? Your reality shapes or how you view life or your thoughts create your reality. And this is exactly why, because how you perceive things is what's going to show up in your life, right? So say if you're a negative Nancy and you're always thinking of negative things like, oh my God, this thing's going to happen to me. It's going to suck. This is that. You know what's going to happen? All of that negative energy or whatever you're looking for, you're going to be focused on all the negative things. Even if there's good things around you, you're not even going to notice it because your mindset is so stuck on the negative things. So this is why changing your mindset and, tapping into limiting beliefs is so important because when you actually go all the way down to your limiting beliefs and traumas, that's where you'll get your answers and why you think a certain way and why you believe things. And then you'll start understanding, whoa, this is deeply rooted in me. I got to change that belief, that mindset, and those thoughts. And then when you become aware of it, you're going to like slowly shift that perception, right? So imagine wearing glasses that tint everything gray. You can't see the full range of colors and possibilities around you. That's what limiting beliefs do. You're gonna, like I said, if you're focused on all the negative things, that's all you're gonna see. Just like when you put on glasses, you're gonna see everything gray. You won't see all the beautiful colors, meaning all the possibilities around you. So those limiting beliefs convince us that we can't, shouldn't, or won't be able to achieve something. So I hope this is resonating with you, or at least making you open-minded to how these limiting beliefs really shape your reality. So when you hold on to limiting beliefs, they don't just sit in the background, they actively shape your mindset. They affect how you think about yourself, how you talk to yourself, and how you approach life. If you believe that you're not worthy of success, guess what? You'll likely sabotage yourself when opportunities come your way. It's like living with a glass ceiling over your head, never able to break through to that next level. So your mindset determines your reality. When you constantly feed yourself negative thoughts, that becomes your lived experience. You miss out on what the universe is trying to send your way because your mind can't even see those possibilities. But here's the powerful part, guys. When you begin to shift your mindset, when you tackle those limiting beliefs head on, you start to unlock new doors, new realities, and that's when quantum leaps happen. So let me give you guys an example. So remember I had the miscarriage, and you guys, if you guys didn't see my previous video about this, so I have been working on myself, shifting my mindset, listening to positive affirmations, subliminals, etc., trying to really truly shift my reality to something positive. And for some reason, after the miscarriage, I was like, I have nothing to lose, like I stated earlier. And I was like, why have I not been confident in myself? And to be honest, I've been struggling trying to get my coaching business up and going because of my limiting beliefs, because I thought I was not good enough. And I was like, I know in my heart that I'm meant to do this. And I know all the reasons why I'm supposed to be doing this. Why I even have this podcast, why I even show up weekly for you guys, why I even post videos on YouTube, all these things, right? Because I want to be of service and it really truly lights me up, guys. It really does. But for some reason, I keep holding myself back because the lack of confidence that I have with myself. And I keep having the same narrative about how I'm not good enough. I'm never going to make it. There's so many people better than me. I'm nothing special. I keep saying these negative narratives, but it's because I finally tapped into my belief system and where it truly came from. And it came from my past childhood, right? My childhood, I grew up in a very Asian family. This is very common where you have to be a perfectionist, perfect child, right? You have to be the good minority citizen to everybody around you. And I was always taught that I was never good enough. And so in my mind and my belief, I was like, I'm never good enough unless I'm perfect. But that's not true. Like, no one's ever perfect, right? And that really shot my confidence. And I was like, dude, I became someone so different than who I would have ever imagined as a kid. I was the literal quiet kid. I'm an ESL kid. English is my second language. This is why sometimes I struggle with speaking. But, who would have known I'm out here having this podcast speaking to you guys? Like, I wouldn't ever dare to have thought that this would be my reality. But since I've been working on myself, shifting my mindset, doing all the things like I said earlier, and I was like, whoa, I really have nothing to lose, and actually confident in myself and finally loving myself truly for how far I came or I've come. And dude, just shifting that mindset has literally changed my life exponentially. I can't even describe to you. Like after I truly felt like, oh my gosh, I am confident, I am meant to do this. Like I've been saying it, but not feeling it truly. And that's the key piece that a lot of us miss. And we're like, why can't we see our manifestations? It's because you truly don't believe it yourself. But when you truly believe it, you'll feel it in your core being. And I felt it. I was like, oh my God, I'm meant to do this. I feel so confident. And that feeling, the next day, I've been getting so many signs from my angels guides that I'm in going the right direction. Like I've been seeing so much big shifts in my business that I have not seen for like years because of the lack of confidence and not really stepping into my true power. And finally, man, like I literally got a speaking gig at my doctor's prenatal course because I went to go get my checkup for my DNC procedure, and somehow we talked about it, and she's like, "Oh my God, you have your own business?" And then she's like, "What do you do?" And I was like, "I'm a life coach." She's like, "What? How come I did not know this?" Like, dude, come speak at my prenatal classes. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh," right? And then I've had this friend who's been needing help, actually two of my friends. I've been wanting to help coach, and finally they said yes to coaching. And I didn't push or anything. They just wanted to do it on their own. I gave a card reading and literally 15 minutes of coaching or 20 minutes of coaching because in my numerology guidance card readings, I coach for at least 15, 20 minutes and then we go into the card reading to affirm what we talk about. Both instances, I did it for friends and they wanted me to coach. And I was like, whoa, one was for finding a partner, which they have been struggling, and the other one is through their mental health. Like they self-sabotage like crazy. And I was like, I've been wanting to coach them, but finally they came at this instant in time after I shifted. And I truly believe because I shifted my mindset and it helped me quantum leap and step into the reality that I've been wanting. And I'm going to keep shifting and quantum leaping. And so this has been such a powerful tool. And I was like, dude, I have to tell you guys. I have to tell you guys so then you guys can practice this and start quantum leaping and living the life you want. But you really have to really pin down your limiting beliefs, your traumas, work through them, and then understand, okay, that's not a true, real belief. That's not who I truly am because I'm a true soul amazing being, right? And then feel it. Step into that place that you really want to be and visualize that. And I think another piece of that is too, when I actually visualized the reality that I wanted to, I felt that vibration and I literally felt like I quantum leap because I did that visualization. So that is another tip for you guys. So just doing these simple things, and it doesn't even take that long, to be honest, to do, right? But it's hard work. A lot of us don't want to tap into our traumas or past because it's so hard. Like, it's hard. It's hard to think of the sad things and think about all the, hard things that have happened to you. But for me, I love tapping into it because I'm like, I just want to figure it out. I just want to get over this. I want to know. I want to get it done, over, move on so I can live the life that I want, right? So I can get that from that point of view, but take a chance. If you're so sick of your circumstances, you're so sick of your own life, you're so sick of not getting what you want, it's your job to change your life. Nobody else can do this hard work but you. And I'm here to tell you it's doable. If you need help, assistance, I'm here. There's a lot of free resources too, not just me. So do it, do the hard work, but it will totally pay off and you will totally see a new life, the life that you truly want. Okay, so honestly, it's so worth it. But the journey to shifting your reality doesn't happen overnight. Like I said, it takes commitment, self-awareness, and healing. So, one of the biggest steps in this process is developing confidence in yourself and not just surface level confidence. Like I said, right? You can say, oh, I'm confident, blah, 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 but you're not truly, really feeling that, right? It's the kind that comes from truly understanding who you are at your core. So when you work on healing those deep-rooted traumas and limiting beliefs, you start to see yourself differently. You start to believe at a soul level that you are worthy of everything you desire. And like again, visualization is the key to helping you shift yourself and tapping into that soul vibration of that reality that you truly want. So a big part of my own transformation, like I told you, was addressing those deep-rooted things in me that I had ignored for years. And it wasn't easy, but it was so necessary. Traumas, whether from childhood or later in life, shape how we operate in the world. And until you address them, they keep you stuck. But once you begin that healing process, something magical happens. You start to trust yourself, to believe in your own power, and when that happens, reality shifts. Isn't that crazy, guys? Isn't that amazing? So now let's talk about what happens when you do the inner work. When you clear those limiting beliefs, heal from past traumas, and build confidence in yourself, you begin to align with a higher version of yourself. And that's when you can quantum leap realities. Quantum leaping isn't just about making small changes, it's about transforming your mindset so radically that your entire world shifts. For me, it felt like things that once seemed impossible started to unfold effortlessly. Opportunities, connections, and abundance just started flowing in, almost like magic. But it wasn't magic, it was alignment. Like I told you guys earlier, all the opportunities that have came in literally in the past 3 weeks, just because of that mind shift and tapping into those traumas. And I think I cried 2.5 hours, I think a couple days after my DNC procedure. Oh my gosh. I think that helped me relieve so much pain and trauma too. So if you guys have not cried it out in a long time, I suggest you do it. Baby girl was sleeping right next to me for 2 to 3 hours, and I was just crying my eyes out, listening to a song that like hit my core, made me feel emotions, and I just let it all out. After that, it was so healing. Dude, since then, I haven't cried about having a miscarriage. It's so wild. It's been literally trapped in me. So when you truly understand yourself, when you heal and stand confidently in your power, the universe responds. So it starts to mirror back the energy you put out. And that's where the magic happens. That's the quantum leap. And that's how everything in life works because everything is energy. And so if you think about it, we're all energy, right? And so whatever you put out, that you receive. Okay. So let's talk about practical steps to shift reality. I already gave you some, but let's tap in more into detail of some. So how do you get there? How do you start the process of releasing limiting beliefs and shifting your mindset? So first, recognize your limiting beliefs. So take time to reflect and journal on the beliefs that are holding you back. What are the stories you keep telling yourself? Once you identify them, you can start to rewrite them. Like me. Remember, I'm never good enough. I have to be perfect in order to be the best version of myself. All of these are not true, right? And I have way more, but write them down in a journal and reflect and really think about this. And a lot of us don't sit down and think about these things. Number two, reframe and release. Once you've identified those beliefs, the next step is to reframe them. Turn "I'm not good enough" into "I am worthy of all the abundance life has to offer." Start telling yourself a new story. So reframing has been super helpful for me because I'm a negative person, right? Like we are our worst critics. So when I started having more confidence in myself, instead, when I used to look at myself in the mirror, I used to think like, oh, you're not good enough. Now, when I look in the mirror, I'm like, dude, you are fucking amazing. Like you are bomb. You're special. Like I feel it in my core. It's so crazy how even when I say it now, I get like goosebumps. I get like tingly sensation because I know in my core being. But just shifting and reframing things like that really helps quantum leap and shift your reality. It's that easy. Third is develop confidence through action. Confidence isn't just something you build by thinking about it. It comes through action. So start showing up for yourself, even in small ways. Whether it's setting a boundary, speaking your truth, or going after a goal, each step builds confidence. So all of us find confidence in different ways about ourselves, right? So whatever you're good at, just keep doing that, right? Just build confidence within yourself. And confidence comes from within. So, for example, I have somebody near me, very close to me, who, or most of us do this actually, right? You always say, "Oh, you're the best," or "You're so good at this or that." And then if you don't really truly believe that you're good at that thing that I just complimented you on, right? That shows that you're not confident in your own abilities. But you have to be truly like believing in yourself about that. So say for example, like I tell my friend, "Oh my God, you're so good at designing things." And they're like, "No, I'm not." But no, really they are, but it's just because they don't have that confidence with them. But where did that come from? It's because some trauma or belief is holding them back from that truly, really grasping in that, specialty or that amazingness that they have, right? So work on that. Work on building your confidence, even saying positive affirmations. Maybe you don't believe them at first, but if you keep doing it and you say it to yourself in the mirror, eventually you will shift your subconscious mind to really believe that whatever you're saying is true. But you really have to start. Start by saying powerful, amazing things to yourself. Just start small and then watch yourself keep getting more and more confident. All right, number four, heal from past traumas. This is deep work, like I said, but it's so necessary. Whether through therapy, energy healing, or self-reflection, work on releasing the traumas that were holding you back. Healing those wounds is what frees you to step into your higher self. And we're all here to learn lessons, to tell you the truth, right? We're soul beings here in a human body to learn lessons. So we're all going to have traumas of some sort that we're here to learn. But in order for you to really understand that, you really have to tap into it and be like, whoa, why did I get this trauma? And what is the life lesson here? And when you do that, it's going to be healing and it's going to be so good for your soul. And you're going to be able to shift your reality because you've mended what you came to learn. And you're like, okay, I'm over this trauma or this fear. And now I can step into the true being that I am, right? So that's what it has done for me when I have tapped into my traumas. Number five, trust the process. Ooh, this one's really good because I'm the type of person who used to struggle with trusting the process because I'm the person that likes to control everything. If I feel like the more I can control something, the better that my outcome will be. But that is the total opposite, right? Through spirituality and learning all of this, I've learned that I needed to trust the process, release, let things flow. Motherhood has really taught me this too as well. That it can never go the way you want. And the more I try to control, I can see the more I get stressed and the more that it does not happen the way I want it to. So I've learned to release and trust now, as much as possible. I mean, I'm still working through this, obviously. It's a very, very hardcore belief system of me. I feel like I thought that I had to control everything in my life, and that was the only thing I could do to be in my own power, but that's not being in my own power. But anywho, trusting the process, trust that it will work and that you're doing all this hard work will lead to transformation. And I know it's going to be hard, but that's why having faith and hope in something higher is going to help you trust in this process. And it may not happen overnight, but with each step, you're aligning more and more with the reality you desire when you just trust and flow with, yeah, life. So I really hope that you found this episode intriguing or, helpful because, like I said, every episode I want you to be open-minded. And I know it could be tough to hear or listen to this, or it might not even align with you. But honestly, I didn't believe this. And maybe this episode isn't for you now, but it might be for you when you are ready for it. So, I wanted to wrap up today's episode and to remind you that you are capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. The only thing standing between you and the life you desire is your belief in yourself. So, when you break through those limiting beliefs, when you heal from past traumas, and when you step into your confidence, you can create a new reality for yourself, one that feels aligned, abundant, and true to who you are. And I'm finally stepping into that reality and it feels so good. I'm in the beginning process. I haven't seen the full picture yet, but I know I'm getting closer and closer and it feels so good, guys. And finally, it's giving me relief. So I really want to thank you so much for listening today. If this episode resonated with you, I encourage you to start journaling about the limiting beliefs holding you back and begin taking steps toward releasing them. And if you need more guidance, feel free to reach out to me for a one-on-one session or card reading. Until next time, stay powerful and keep igniting your inner light and go and live the bliss soft life. I love you all. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe, comment below. I would love to hear from you. And just let me know how I'm doing. Love you all.